Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Ayy, coming down like precipitation. I ain't never met a limitation. Hate applying my elimination. Gotta go to Google for the information. I'm a superstar, so I gotta shine. Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Ayy, coming down like precipitation. I ain't never met a limitation. Hate applying my elimination. Gotta go to Google for the information. I'm a superstar, so I gotta shine. Top dollar be the bottom line. Bottom feeding out of line. Turn your heart rate to a dotted line. Yeah, my zodiac probably dollar sign. Got the energy to win in my I'm feeling great. Got a date with destiny, focusing on my fate. I don't give a fuck what you rapping, you been a fake. I'm everything that they ain't, it can't be, it won't be. Wanna see me fall, I can't go, I won't leave. Coming from the block with plain clothes and police. Straight up to the top with bankrolls and rollies. Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Ayy, 12 can't really stop, so I'm still pushing like a mosh pit. Ice dripping, think I'm hot. In a yellow bucket with the mop stick. I've been jugging jams like wholesale. Everything must go sell. Hitting with the old well. Need 100 milli on the low scale. On my worst night, I'm the best. Wouldn't mess with you, couldn't cap to him. Homie spotted me like 700, brought 1100 right back to him. If I can't do it, then it ain't real. I just make dollars, I don't make deals. I've been going hard in the paint, still blowing kush clouds till I can't feel like. Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Got 5 on it.
I'm to LA with it. I'm to LA with it. Yeah. 10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. 10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. Anything I do for the gang. Took those L's and I took that blame. All money in, we ain't copping no chain. Feel like Ice Cube cause I did good day. Don't need 3 whips, don't need no race. I'ma keep it simple in the Chevy I skate. Thank the Lord every time I wait. Lace my shoes and I get to that cake. Heads up, I'm coming. This is all we ever wanted. Go and stack it by the hundreds. This is all we ever wanted. 10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. 10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. Pedal to the floor, to the engine. Head up in the clouds when I levitate. We don't spit game, we just educate. 10, 10, 80, how the paper straight. Couldn't to wait. Now the money come to me, so I don't have to chase. I don't gotta flash none, I don't gotta fake, darling. We not practicing, we ballin'. And heads up, I'm coming. This is all we ever wanted. Yeah. Go and stack it by the hundreds. Yeah. Heads up, I'm coming. Heads up, I'm coming. This is all we ever wanted. This is all we ever wanted. Go and stack it by the hundreds. This is all we ever wanted. I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. 10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. Yeah.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy, Marlon. We are back at it again with another edition of the show. Thank you guys so much for the love and the support. Do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that share button. We do have some topics to go over. Hopefully you guys enjoyed your weekend. I enjoyed my weekend. I'm telling you guys right off the rip, I finished Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 over the weekend. Literally the best. And I put it out on Twitter. Literally the best Call of Duty experience I've had in a long time. And I remember playing MW2 back in the day, back in 2009. And it was just insane how the story was. But yeah, finished that over the weekend. And it was a 10 out of 10 experience. It was great to see Captain Price back again, Ghost, Gaz, and obviously, Soap. And yeah, it was great. 10 out of 10. People talk about games being next gen or whatever the case may be. That is literally one of the best looking games of this generation so far. It's crazy. Like, I mean, everything from the environment to the characters, the cut scenes. It just felt like I was on a war zone for real. Like it was just really, really good. And so, yeah, kudos to, Activision, stuff like that. That was just great stuff. So I spent my weekend doing that and playing a little bit of Plague Tale Requiem. So that's what I've been doing this weekend. Hopefully you guys have been playing games and enjoying yourself and everything. So hopefully everybody is well. All right, so let's start off the week here with some things that we need to talk about, preferably with Sony. And we're going to talk about Sony almost the entire stream. We do have some other topics as well that we're going to be dissecting and going over. And so, yeah, I do have a lot to say today. We're definitely going to be talking about Last of Us 3. We're also going to be talking about things that Sony is doing with PlayStation Plus. Just a bit of a change there. Nothing like really drastic or anything like that. And we have some key points that we need to go over as well. So hopefully everybody is doing great. Make sure, guys, like I said, it's mandatory every stream. If you guys want to see more live streams like this, shout out to Lyra K for the $1 as well. I appreciate you always coming in and supporting the stream every single day. And obviously the rest of you guys, I appreciate y'all. But if you guys want to see more streams like this, do me a favor, hit the like button and hit the share button, hit the subscribe button if you are brand new to the channel. Okay, so let's kickstart off today's show here with PlayStation. And like I said, we're going to be talking about Sony for a little while here because I do have to get some things off my chest off rip. And you guys already know how I am. I don't care. I say whatever is on my mind. And we just leave it at that, and then we discuss it. So we're going to talk about, first thing, some positive stuff, which I think is just great altogether for PlayStation fans, considering that a lot of people are demanding next-generation games, and people are just tired of the mid games. I think that's like one of the biggest things people are saying at this moment. And, you know, people are building PCs more than ever now, considering we're hearing that when it comes to the 40 series cards, they're double the performance of the last cards that we have, which was a 30 series card. Especially the 4090 card is literally double the performance of the 3090 card, and so, which is insane. And people are building a lot of PCs around this time. Ever since we get this yearly type of upgrade when it comes to, you know, graphics cards or monitors, whatever the case may be, people are just upgrading their PCs. And so, yeah, there's nothing new there. But the interesting part is when it comes to performance of these consoles, and we're getting 30 FPS games. And I tip my hats off to Sony Santa Monica because, yeah, they're really pushing the envelope. And Sony in general always push their games, you know, with high frame rates as much as possible and give you, you know, options as a gamer. So if you want to play the game at 4K 60 or dynamic 4K, or I mean, maybe 4K 30 with ray tracing, or dynamic 4K at say 60 or whatever, or 4K 40, whatever the case may be, there's always options in the game from a visual standpoint. And so that is really, really great. Now, I want to talk about this here because it seems as though that we're getting something that is going to be huge. And anytime you see things like this, you really want to sort of highlight things like this because, hey, not every single time you're going to see the head of PlayStation standing right next to one of the best developers of all time, in my own opinion. And so let's transition here. This is actually coming from PlayStation Universe. And yeah, I saw this out on Twitter and I was like, man, I have to highlight this. So you already know something big is coming when it comes to PlayStation 5. Like, we're hearing rumors about, you know, Death Stranding 2. We heard from, what's his name again? I forgot his name right now. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. It will come back to me about Death Stranding 2 and everything. And so he basically said in an interview that it's happening. So a lot of people are saying, well, yeah, this could be for Death Stranding 2. We know that Sony was really happy with the performance of Death Stranding, and so we can kind of expect that to happen. But who knows? Maybe it's something else, you know, that this meeting of, you know, Jim Ryan and Hideo Kojima could be happening, or because maybe, you know, maybe it's a brand new IP, maybe it's Death Stranding 2, who knows? And also we have to highlight that Herman Hulst was there as well. So yeah, Sony is there visiting, you know, Kojima Productions. Could mean something very, very big for PlayStation fans and everything. Because when I saw that, I was like, man, my eyes got really big. And I'm like, oh boy, Jim Ryan is at Kojima Productions, the big boss, the head of PlayStation at Kojima Productions. Like, something is huge getting ready to cook up, whether it's Death Stranding 2 or something else. I'm going to let you guys decide that. But I love this actual photo of Jim Ryan, and seeing Jim Ryan smile like that, I'm like, man, it's got to be something good. It's got to be something good, because when I saw this photo, I was like, man, like, wow, like, okay, he's smiling. I really loving the smile of Jim Ryan in this photo. Like, it's got to be something going on, or maybe he's just, the gesture or whatever. But yeah, let me know y'all thoughts on the comment section. What could it be? I know a lot of people have been saying that, well, it could be Death Stranding 2, or maybe something different, a brand new IP, whatever the case may be. But see Jim smile like this, man, really brightens up my day. So let me know y'all thoughts in the comment section. Yeah. If it's Death Stranding 2, I think a lot of people already kind of throw stones at Death Stranding. Aizen, like you're saying, that it's really not everybody's cup of tea. So when you put huge and you put Death Stranding on the same scale, it's literally not huge for some people, because it's like, oh yeah, it's a sequel. I mean, we're expecting that, but huge in the sense that it could be something brand new that they're cooking up, something exclusive for PlayStation 5. And considering that Herman Holtz, the head of Worldwide Studios, was literally just there, not even a couple days ago, 3 days ago. So seeing Sony visit Kojima, that's definitely a good look right there. And those two working together is always legendary. Okay. Now, our next topic. I do have some things to say, so buckle up your seatbelt, because this next topic right here, you guys already know how I get down when it comes to games that I love and games that I care about, okay? And so I really want to talk about God of War, because let me first give them a hand clap. Okay. All right. Let me first give them a hand clap, and then I'm about to go in, okay? Now, the reason for the hand clap is we already know that God of War is amazing, like as far as the franchise, as far as the character Kratos, as far as like, all the characters that we come to know and love from 2018 and everything. And another thing that I just said earlier is that Sony loves to put options in their games, and to really hear God of War having 120 FPS mode is really groundbreaking, and it just shows you the quality of the developers and the quality of the studios that Sony literally have up their sleeves, and the creativity and all of that stuff, and the high production. It's always top notch. And so I really want to congratulate the team, because I think they did an amazing job with the game, and, working through the pandemic and stuff like that was very challenging. But I digress. I'm very upset right now, because guys like me, that's been grinding for years, that's been in the media for years, and working very hard for years, and trying to get these games in for review so that you guys can make a better purchase. Like, I just don't understand. You have people out here that really want to get access to this game and genuinely want to do a review on this game. And it falls in the hands of people that are just selfish. It falls in the hand of people that is just not, I don't understand. You don't have common sense or something, or maybe just maliciously doing things without common sense. But it makes it hard. Whenever you do something stupid like this, it makes it hard for guys like me and everybody else who is just honestly want to do a review and put it out there to the public, or put it out there to the mass. It's so stupid. That's just what it is. It's pathetic. It makes no sense. And I don't like leaks. I'm not for leaks, because it ruins the experience. It ruins the core experience, especially a story-driven game. We saw what happened with Last of Us, right? And we still don't learn. We still don't learn that leaks damage games. Leaks damage the momentum of games. We still don't learn that. Like, the whole entire game was leaked out for Last of Us Part 2, right? And we saw how that hurted the sales, because Last of Us 2 could have sold way more than 10 million copies. And now God of War is suffering that same fate. Everywhere you turn, I'm gonna warn you guys right now. I told you guys to buckle up. I'm going to warn you guys. I told you guys before, and I'm going to say it again. Stay away from Twitter. Stay away from YouTube. Stay away as much as possible, because if you want to go out there and look for leaks and keep fishing and throwing your rod into leak territory and keep looking for stuff, you will see it. There's valuable things about God of War that's already out there. The whole entire game is ruined right now. Okay. So no, it doesn't even matter if you're on Twitter and you're tweeting, or even if you're responding to somebody, there's videos underneath replies of like strong parts of the game. And I'm like, why ruin the game for people? And it's crap like this I see Nintendo do it, because guys like me, I used to get Nintendo games in super duper early. I review it, put it up on my channel, and then I move on with my life, right? And then after that, Nintendo start cracking down because people start leaking the game out. And these are freaking media personalities. These are people that are higher up in the industry getting review. You know how many people wish they would have had God of War Ragnarok in for review? Like myself right now. Wish I had God of War. Wish I was playing God of War. Wish I could be just 100% honest with you guys when it's time for the embargo to lift. But no, guys like me don't get those type of breaks. I don't get those type of luxury. I don't get that type of opportunity. But we have idiots in the industry that sits there and want to be malicious and spoil a game like God of War, a game that we've been waiting for so long. We've been waiting on God of War for so long. All the delays, the wait, the entire game is out there. You know what this does? You know the signal that this is sending to Sony right now? This signal that's being sent to Sony is that, nope, we're not going to send out no more review copies. We're only going to send it out to the bigger companies, right? IGN, GameSpot, because they're not stupid enough to leak something and burn their bridges with Sony. You want the Sony games because the Sony games gets the most views. The Nintendo games gets the most views whenever they get reviews and stuff like that. Xbox games as well, but we know that Xbox is trying to get their foot in there. But especially Sony, especially a big game like God of War, and you have the opportunity to review a game like this, and then you're gonna just, I don't care. Be careful. So there's something going around right now where somebody on their PS5 have their Twitter connected to their PS5 in some type of way, and every single part of God of War is out there in the mass. Even before this happened, there was all type of different, I'm not saying anything. All I'm telling you guys is major plots of the game is out there. Oh my God, man. This is so sad, bro. This is so sad. This is so sad. We have journalists out here saying that this game is not next generation, and you know it's disappointing. Listen, which we're gonna bleed over into the next topic. I'm like not in the best mood right now. Listen, I don't understand. You know, right off the bat, I don't want to hear that nonsense about it don't feel next gen. God of War don't feel next gen and this and that. That's bullcrap. Because you know that this game is a cross-generation game, okay? You also know that this game was developed on PlayStation 4. It was always a PS4 game to begin with, not a PS5 game. Now, granted, you do have a lot of cross-generation games that looks really amazing, like Horizon Forbidden West, blows you away graphically. So you're telling me, oh, because God of War is so much like a PS4 game that it just takes away from the experience. Like, what did you expect? The game was developed from the ground up for PlayStation 4 and then get ported to PS5 after. It was developed for PS4. So what were you expecting? What were you expecting? I get it. I understand we're 2 years in the generation and Sony is still favoring the PlayStation 4 because they don't want to alienate the fan base. We already went over this already, right? We already went over this already, but yet still people are sitting there saying that, well, God of War Ragnarok is not next gen, but you hear from other people who are reviewing the game, you know, coming out with their previews saying that the game looks amazing. It looks better than 2018. You're hearing all different type of mixed bag, whatever the case may be, opinions or whatever, or previews or whatever. But you ultimately have to decide that for yourself. I keep telling you guys in this community, I keep training you guys to make up your own mind. Okay? That's why I do the reviews that I do. I don't sit there and write a script. I can write a script if I wanted to and do like everybody else, do a 10-minute review. You know how long these reviews take to make? Hours upon hours editing and writing down, you know, your script and what you're going to say and how you're going to say it. That stuff takes time. And then by the time you put all that stuff together and put it out there, it don't get enough recognition. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're not known for that, people have their go-to people for their reviews. So me, what I do my live reviews. That's what you guys come to me for. You come to me for the live reviews. I'm not sitting here saying that I'm the best game player in the world, but I try to do my best to show you guys gameplay and to show you guys all the settings so that you know what you're getting yourself into. And a lot of you guys bought games with the live review system. A lot of you guys do that. Like you guys have your bigger channels that you go to for your reviews, right? I'm not the one to sit there and spoil anything for anybody. It's sickening and it's sad. And crap like this will make Sony even gets more stingy with their games. Like, oh, we're not sending out any more review copies. Look how, bro, they sent out God of War 3 weeks early. 3 weeks, almost 3.5 weeks early, right? And I knew this was going to happen. I said, watch, this game is going to get leaked out and it's going to ruin the experience for a lot of people. And I've seen the bigger people in the industry putting out tweets saying, please be careful because the entire game is out there and it's on Twitter. It's everywhere. So the only thing I could see happening is Sony coming down with a hammer, because Sony cannot. If I was Sony right now, I'll be sending out hammer strikes coming down left and right. Accounts getting like sent into the ether, like done. You see what I'm saying? If I was Sony right now, that's what I would do, because you cannot afford leaks. Just ruin everything. You cannot afford, especially a game like God of War, to get leaked out like that, where every single thing, I am telling you right now, whoever this is, whoever this person is that leaked out the entire game, whether it's accidentally or whatever the case may be, you could kiss your career goodbye, because Sony ain't gonna try to hear that pity potty. Oh yeah, it was a mistake. No, come on, man, come on. The PS5 will prompt you every single time if you want to share something out on social media. I'm not stupid, so you could kiss your career. Why risk your career? Why risk your livelihood? We see people do this time and time again for views and for clicks. Why? It's not worth it. Why? Why do this? It's not worth it. And it makes it so bad for people like myself that are huge diehard fans of God of War. Oh no, MarlonGamingNation, you can't get the game for review. No. We're going to send it to whoever we want to send it to. And then some of those same people that Sony is cherry picking, oh, I'm going to send it to this person instead of this person. They be the main ones let Sony down, or they be the main ones make it bad for everybody. Man, I'm sick of this crap. I'm so sick of it. And it's going to keep happening until something drastic happens or something drastically change. Like, all I'm saying in my closing, please be careful. I know some of you guys have been waiting on God of War as long as I've been waiting on God of War. Please be careful, because everywhere, Twitter is riddled, Reddit riddled, Facebook riddled, YouTube. If you type in God of War Ragnarok in the search box, spoilers coming up. Please, you have been warned. Not going to say it again. Please be careful, because if you see anything that you're not supposed to see, it might hurt you from buying the game. And then End result, hey, I guess God of War Ragnarok don't sell well because of stupid leaks. Anyways, I'm done talking. Frozen Bear, thank you for the $3.39. Unfortunately, always journalists have shown their hand to lead. They have one favorite box, plastic, that they like. These journalists, if it doesn't fit the agenda, then they will just hate it. These people are ruining the industry. Stop your weakness. Listen, man, thank you so much for the $3.39. I'm sick to my stomach, bro, because it's always one person that makes it bad for everybody else. The same guy from YouTube, the one that was trying to be some type of insider, breaking embargo. Do you understand when you break embargo, you get, what was it, blacklisted? You get blacklisted from the media. You can't get any more review copies. You can't get any more review copies. Like, you can't. That's why you have to be careful. When you come on social media, be careful what you're saying. Be careful what you're doing. Because once it's on the internet, it's not going to go away. It's there. The damage is already done. And they're damaging God of War right now. They're damaging the game. Like this, I mean, it everywhere. I was over the weekend, I was on Twitter just looking for news. Everywhere you turn, I had people even following me on Twitter. New people follow. Bruh, you have people making just random accounts, sack accounts, right? And when you go check on who is following you, you can see all these God of War video leaks, all these video leaks. Like, people are making Twitter accounts with nothing but God of War leaks. This is insane. All because they know I love God of War. So I have all these random people following me and it's nothing but leaks. So I have to completely stay off of Twitter. So if you DMing me or tagging me on Twitter and I'm not responding, don't get mad because it's crap like this. You know what I mean? So most of the time I don't even go through my timeline because it's stupid stuff like that. People just want to ruin the game, not just for themselves, but for everybody. Anyways, I'm done talking about it. Also, Corey Barlog, he literally put out a tweet early this morning with like a picture of a guy with his hand on his head. Like, you know what that means. You know exactly what that means. Freaking leaks. Leaks. I can't stress it enough. Ruins your game. Because the main plot is out there. The ending of the game is out there. Anyways, the next topic that I want to really talk about here is that God of War Ragnarok, okay? Now, I see a lot of people, when it comes to the PS4 version of the game, like, not even just PS4, but people just saying, oh, the game doesn't look next gen, or the game is garbage, or whatever the case may be. The graphics is not really all that, and the gameplay is same like 2018. I'm seeing all type of garbage. I'm hearing stuff from people, you know, oh, yeah, I have the game, and man, listen to this, though. So God of War Ragnarok, the PS4 version, will be Santa Monica's best last-gen game. I do believe so. Because honestly, I thought that Last of Us 2 was going to be the best looking last-generation PS4 game. Or maybe Ghost of Tsushima for that matter. But no, Santa Monica, literally, as far as like last-generation game, yeah, that is the best as far as quality, as far as like gameplay, graphics, production. It is the best PS4 game. And it's crazy because, well, in hindsight, they did highlighted the fact that Jim Ryan said, we believe in generations. A lot of people this generation so far was really expecting God of War, well, what? To be PS5 only, right? To be a PS5 only game so that they can really enjoy the next generation visuals. And maybe if the game was next gen, you see, you can't make everybody happy, bro, because here we are, a PS4 game. We have all these different options, but we have so-called next generation games, right? That is only developed for next generation consoles, but yet still what? We're getting 30 FPS. Make that make sense. Please, please. I need somebody to speak up and tell me if I'm crazy here. It's like you cannot win. It's like people just find every single thing to complain about. We already know that God of War Ragnarok was a PS4 game. Whippity freaking do. Is it a deal breaker? No, it's not. Is it going to ruin the experience for you? No, it's not. Okay? Is it the end of the world? No, it's not. So why are we making a big deal out of it? There's friggin' games out here that are next generation that don't even look next generation. Are you kidding me? But we're still complaining? Sony Santa Monica did not have to give us options. They did not have to add all them visual modes. 100. When was the last time? I'm done. 120 FPS? Really? In a God of War game? That is insane. All these different modes in the game, and we're still complaining. We're still complaining. But we have next generation games that supposedly developed for PS5 and Series X can't even crack 60 FPS. Huh? But we're complaining. That's why I said gaming is whack. Gaming is just not like it used to be back in the day. We complain too doggone much. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We already know from the very beginning that God of War was going to be on PS4. Okay. But we don't see too many people celebrating the fact that, well, there's so many different modes here in the game. Well, we got games like Gotham Knights, no additional graphical modes, nothing. And that's supposed to be the game don't even look next generation. The game looked like a PS3 game or early PS4 game. Really? And we're complaining? I'm done. Anyways, let me just get off into this because it's just a turn off, man. Santa Monica Studios Bruno Velasquez has said that God of War Ragnarok's PS4 version will be the developer's best last-gen game, or at least that's what the team has endeavored to make. And so that's very interesting. Now, in a lengthy interview with Eurogamer, Velasquez revealed that Sony Santa Monica Studio knew from the very get-go that God of War Ragnarok would be a PS4 game. That's one heck of a PS4 game. That's one heck of a PS4 game. Giving us options. Giving us options like that. So many graphical options. So many graphical mode options. A PS4 game. Now, God of War Ragnarok will surpass 2018's God of War. It says when it comes to God of War Ragnarok, from the very get-go, we knew that this was going to be a PS4 game because we wanted to support the fan base. Obviously, I told you guys, a lot of people get mad at me when I say Sony does not want to alienate people with the PlayStation 4. They don't want to alienate people with the PlayStation 4. I get it. Trust me, I want nothing but next generation games straight up and no more PS4 games. But that's going to, even with the PlayStation 6, it's going to be the same thing. You're going to get cross-generation games between PS5 and PS6. That's just the way it is. It's not, that's never going to change, right? As long as the gameplay is solid, as long as the story is great, as long as the graphics looks good and you're getting your 60 FPS, there's no need to be crying. I'm just saying, because the main objective here, the main fight here should be mandating 60 FPS across the friggin' board. Across the board. It should, no excuses, especially when you have hardware that we have now. Come on, man. In 2022 and we still getting 30 FPS games. Makes no sense. But we crying and complaining about God of War being a PS4 game, but yet still a PS4 game can have so many options, so many graphical modes. But a game that's being developed on a much more powerful hardware don't have extra graphical modes. That makes no sense. I'm not trying to hear you blaming another console. Oh yeah, the Series S. Get out of here. Seriously, get out of here with that nonsense. Because last generation, you want to talk about weak consoles? Look how old the PS4 is. Look how old and weak the VCR box Xbox One is. Or how it was, right? Look how weak those machines were, right? But we still were able, once we got the 1X, right? And once we had, the PS4 Pro, total different experience, right? And developers were still developing games back then for the original Xbox One, and still is to this day. I'm not trying to hear that, bro. I'm not trying to hear that. I am not trying to, but like I said before, people are always going to complain. People are always going to say this and say that. But guys, history has shown us that. You're always going to have weaker hardware. You just have to find a way to work around it. Find a way to work around it. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, we're not expecting Series S to be 120 FPS on every game or 60 FPS on every game. People who buy a Series, I'm happy the Series S exists. You know why? Because for consumers who cannot afford the more premium machine, this stuff about, Microsoft, you need to get rid of the Series X. And you need, because the Series X Pro is here and the Series X is worthless. No, or get rid of the Series S because it's holding back the generation, and it has a potato of a GPU, and it's holding back the generation. Listen. I'm happy the Series S exists for gamers who are casual gamers who are not demanding 60 FPS. There you go. For those parents or kids that don't have it like that. That machine is for you. Talking nonsense. Listen to me, man. Don't listen. We have to understand what's going on here. We have to. You can't just be looking one way. It don't work that way, because that's what people were expecting when they buy these machines. When they bought the PS5, when they bought the Series X, oh man, we're getting 60 FPS across the friggin' board. Even though we have cross generation in mind, we still need to get 60 FPS because these machines are far way more superior than PS4 and Xbox One. But we're crying about God of War being a PS4 game and doesn't feel next generation and all this type of stuff. Like, what do you expect? Like, it's a cross-generation game. If it was developed for PS5, then that would be a completely different thing. Now, McShawn, thank you for the $10. Says, Marlon, so the guy that leaked the footage did it by accident. He apparently forgot to turn off. Well, like I said it before, and I'll say it again. He forgot to turn off. You think Sony cares? No. I'm telling you, as soon as you slip, you slide. You think Sony cares about whatever? Because Sony don't know. All Sony going to say is, well, they're taking your word. Do you think they're going to take your word for it? Oh, it accidentally happened? Nah. You can kiss your career goodbye, because here's the thing, my brother. Here's the thing, McShawn. The damage is already done. So you think Sony is going to give him a slap on the wrist and be like, oh, no, it's okay. It's okay that you leaked the footage and it's all over Twitter and it's all over YouTube. It's okay there. No, sir. You must not know Sony like how I do. Man, this is going to make it bad for everybody else in the industry. A game like God of War, a game as big as God of War, just leaked out the entire game from start to finish is out there. Accidentally. Boy, look at here. Talking about Sony don't care. They don't. You know how Sony is. You know how Sony gets down. McShawn, you already know Sony. They don't play around. They'll put that strike they'll send your channel or whatever else you got into the stratosphere. They don't care. They don't care. So you said, and he was taking screenshots on his console, and they went to Twitter and just ruin all, bro. I'm telling you, you think Sony's going to be like, oh, we're going to keep sending you more game codes now. Oh, I'm so sorry that happened. No, Sony's not going to be giving you a napkin to wipe your tears. No, they're gonna be like, okay, well, you're blacklisted. You got to be careful, man. A game like God of War, or any game for that matter, you have to be careful, guys. You cannot. That's a sin. It's a sin in the industry to break embargo. You can't do that. You can't do it. You can't do you break embargo, you're done. I'm telling you, will never get another game in. Accidentally. Listen to me. Let me get to the next donation. $3.38 says it's a small percentage of people that clearly are very bitter and jealous and don't want to see Sony with this game. I hate to say this, but there is going to be some people on the green side who clearly are very upset and don't want to see it. Listen, man, can't blame one side or the other, because at the end of the day, the people who have access to this game super duper early are super privileged. You know what I mean? And it hurts me, man, to really see people sit there and don't understand how good they got it. And accidentally or not, I understand things happen, but you got to be careful, dude. You have to be. You can't, especially Sony, of all the publishers, Sony, they will cut you off and, bro, they will not give you another game. That is it. You're done. And David Jaffe even talked about, David Jaffe even talked about this, about the God of War review copy situation, right? He talked about it on his channel. You guys already seen the video of what David Jaffe was saying. This is not a joke, man. This is real. Accidentally, listen, man, Sony ain't trying to hear that. They're not trying to hear that. You know, talking about you accidentally, I accidentally leaked the game. Oh, okay, well, there goes your privilege. Bye, you're done. You can kiss your career goodbye. You're finished. Oh, man, you can't accidentally. Nah, man, you can't. It's like when it comes to stuff like that, you can't afford to make no mistakes. I know things happen, guys, but you have to understand how intense the situation is and how big of a game God of War is. So I don't feel sorry for people. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be careful and know what you're doing. Anyways, let's get to our next topic. Silent Hill. Let's talk about Silent Hill 2 here, because I know some of you guys are literally excited for Silent Hill 2. I'm excited for the remake as well. I can't wait. I literally cannot wait. And I think Konami did a great job with their presentation. I couldn't tell the last time Konami actually hosted a presentation or anything like that. It's been years. And so we've been hearing countless rumors about, multiple Silent Hill games that are in development right now. Obviously, we know Blooper Team is working on Silent Hill 2 remake. I know some people said it looks mid. They don't really like it, whatever the case may be. But this is some really, really good news, because we didn't really know how far along the game was as far as development goes. And so Silent Hill 2 is now in the late stages of development right now. So that's a big plus. And this is coming from Blooper Team president. And so speaking during the GPW Innovation Day, Babeno revealed, if I'm saying his last name correctly, that the remake of Team Silent's psychological horror title has been in development for about 3 years. So the game has been in development for 3 years, and the development team are now currently in the stage of polishing in the game right now. And so that is really good news, guys. I mean, that means that we're going to get a release date for Silent Hill 2 remake very, very soon. I would say maybe next year sometime, maybe early next year, we might get a release date. We might see more gameplay for it or whatever, since they're in the later stages of it. I thought they were like in early development, because that's how it kind of portrayed out to be when I was watching the presentation and stuff. It seemed like they were in early development, but nah, they're literally almost done with it, and they're polishing up the game and such. And so they're saying right now, having the fact that this is actually happening right now, we could be getting a release date very, very soon for the game. Shout outs to Kratos.
Boy, where's
with the $5 donation. Thank you so much. It says, don't let these journalists stop you from buying the game. I saw the leaks and I'm still excited to play God of War. Listen to me. Like it's just, bro, it's so annoying. It's like, I don't want to see that, bro. Like, I don't want to see no freaking leaks, bro. What's the whole point of buying the game when you seeing stuff like this? Like, it makes no sense, but hey, there you go. Joseph, thank you so much for the $5. God bless you. Says there was an employee that left an iPhone at a bar before it dropped. Dude got fired, and I think Apple even pressed charges, sued him for 4 financial damages. Wow. Ouch. That's why I said, man, you got to be. I don't like spoilers, man. Especially a game like God of War that's heavily story driven. No, you cannot afford that. No, it's upsetting to hear this. You cannot, and that's one of the biggest things that ruins games, especially Sony games, like their single player games. Like, you cannot afford leaks to happen. And that's one of the main reasons why I said, man, Sony should have gave us a state of play or give us some type of showcase for God of War, show off gameplay. No, it's in the hands of reviewers. So now you're letting reviewers, even though reviewers are not even allowed to show any footage until November 3rd, like, you still need to show us something. At least give us what the heck are you, Marlon, I'm done. I can't, because it's like every time I talk about this situation, it gets me upset. It's like, what's the whole point of you having a state of play for in the first place? State of plays are designed to give us updates and stuff like that, whether it's PS4 or certain PS5 games. And it's also standalone for upcoming games as well. Like, they did the same thing with Last of Us 2. We had, 15 minutes of Last of Us 2 before it came out. Same thing with Ghost of Tsushima. Come on, keep on going with the trend. Why is it that we can't get a standalone state of play for God of War? Why is it that you're leaving it in the hands of reviewers? You trust people that much, Sony? You see people out here breaking embargoes left and right. You trust people that much? And what they do, they slip up and leak the whole entire game out there. Oh, you can forget about a state of play now. You can forget about a state of play. You see what I'm saying? You can forget about a state of play. G Mantis, thank you so much for the subscription. Welcome to the channel. Do me a favor, turn on that post notification bell. All right, let's go ahead and let's move on here, guys. Let's talk about Last of Us 3. And so, yeah, I'm excited for Last of Us 3. Huge Last of Us fan to begin with. And so this is very, very exciting to really kind of hear and see exactly what's actually taking place here. And so with that being said, you already know, ready know. So Laura Bailey, the girl that played, Abby in Last of Us 2 or whatever, did the voice acting and stuff like that, the voice of, Abby and stuff. She said that she's open to do more Last of Us and everything. And so this is really good because considering that Neil Druckmann literally said that the plot and the story was already ready to go for Last of Us Part 3 already. So they just have to literally start production, and maybe they already started production on it, but we're probably not going to see anything on that game for at least another 2 years max. But it's kind of good because I'm not going to spoil anything for anybody because, Last of Us 2, the only thing I didn't really like is the story to some extent because certain things happened in the story. A lot of people did not like Abby, because of her role in the actual story, but as a character, like I really do like Abby as a character. You know what I mean? I do. It's just certain things that happen in the story that made me like her and understand certain things on why certain things happen. But yeah, she's open. Laura Bailey is open for more Last of Us. And so I'm pretty sure Neil is like, oh, great, because the story and the plot is ready to go. And all they got, I know they're busy right now with other things and busy working on the PS5 exclusive, multiplayer experience, in the factions world, whatever, multiplayer. So who knows? But yeah, I can see Last of Us 3 happening. Sony would be crazy not to do a Last of Us 3 and sort of be a full redeemer for a lot of people that didn't really like Last of Us, 2 for the actual story. But I'm telling you, the gameplay is like top notch to this day. I have not seen a game that is on the level of Last of Us Part 2. Maybe some people might stress it and say, well, Horizon, but man, the gameplay for Last of Us 2, man, incredible. And that's a PS4 game. And it puzzles my mind how a lot of people are stressing the fact that, PS4 games, it's holding back the generation and blah, blah, blah. Listen, bro. Listen, I get it. I understand that people want next generation stuff, but Last of Us 2, incredible production, incredible. And so Last of Us 3, I already know they're going to raise the bar even more. And so lots of stuff to, look forward to. And I guess everybody have their own different take and play style on different things or whatever. So I completely understand that. All right, so let's go ahead and let's move on here. We're talking about something that is not good. He said the fact that it says is going to continue with Abby just shows his arrogance and his agenda pushing the narrative. I says there is no Last of Us with hey Azin, I understand. Yo, Dragon, what's up, man? Thank you so much. Smash up that like button for your boy. I get to y'all comments in just a second. So let's talk about this. Is actually sending a signal to Sony. Not every single thing needs to go to PC, right? And so let me put a timestamp on this. If you guys are enjoying the show so far, hit that like button, hit that share button for me. I really do appreciate you guys. And keep the super chats coming, guys. It helps us out to keep doing what we do here. It's optional, but I appreciate it. Joseph with the 5 says, Marlon, do you know at what time the DualSense Edge pre-order happening tomorrow? No, I don't know, but keep your eyes glued to, what's this, Jake Randall. Keep your eyes glued to him. And there's other Wario64 as well. Make sure you're following those people out on Twitter. I will keep you guys updated, maybe on Twitter or whatnot. Make sure you guys follow me out on Twitter as well if I do get anything on that one. Thank you so much for the $5. But yes, I'm getting that controller so that we can, review it for the channel and stuff. I know some people said they're not going to buy it, but if I buy it and review it, then people might pick it up when they start seeing all the benefits or what it's capable of. So let's move on. Thank you so much, Joseph. So let's move on to our next topic here. And I understand that Sony is making a big push in the PC market, and that's fine because they're trying to expand their games. They're trying to get as much money as possible from their existing IPs that PlayStation fans have already experienced, whether it's on PS4 or PS5. On PC, they have already said that when it comes to their single player games, that it's going to be a year apart, minimum a year. So it could be 2 years, 3 years before certain games actually do come down to PC. And when it comes to their live service games or multiplayer games for that matter, it's going to be day and date with PC. But I do believe that Sony, they're trying to squeeze the orange as much as they possibly can on remakes or remasters or collections or whatever the case may be. Uncharted 4 is an old game, so I didn't really expect Uncharted 4 to really do crazy numbers. And so obviously what I'm talking about is the Uncharted, Legacy of Thieves collection. It had a poor PC launch, okay? Not a lot of people bought it and played it or whatever the case may be. And like I said, everybody that wanted to play Uncharted, I've already played it. I've already played Uncharted 4. I've already played, what was the next game that was in there again? What was the next game that was in there? I forgot. The Lost Legacy. Everybody have already played it on PS4, finished it multiple times. I know I've finished it multiple times already. So yeah, there's really no need, but I understand that Sony is doing this for the benefit of a new audience and everything. And so I think that's like literally one of the main focus here is like, yeah, let's do a collection of these older games. And maybe they're just trying to test the waters and see. But even Horizon Zero Dawn performed way better. This is like the lower end as far as performance for Sony when it comes to like sales and everything like that. So Uncharted is not performing well right now. And it has a very, very launch compared to God of War or Horizon when it comes to peaks as far as people playing the game or streaming, whatever the case may be. And so basically right now, God of War is at 73,529 on Steam. And then Horizon Zero Dawn is peaked at 56,557. And Insomniac Games, Marvel's Spider-Man peaked at 66,436. All right. Now, prior to Uncharted Days Gone, posted Sony's lowest launch numbers on Steam, and even Ben Studios' title was well above Uncharted with 27,450 players. And so that is sort of a bummer. But again, like I said, not every single thing you need to remake or do a collection of and then just drop it on PC and expect it's going to do crazy numbers like that. Considering a game as old as Uncharted 4 or Lost Legacy. So I'm not surprised that this didn't perform very well, but hey, there you go on that one. All right, let's go ahead here, guys. And I think, wait, we had one more thing. Let me see here. Oh, no. I think, let me double check to make sure. Make sure you guys hit the like button for me. I appreciate you guys. Oh, yeah, that was it, I think. Okay. All right, so we're in the Q&A portion of the show right now. If you did enjoy the show, if you did enjoy everything that I said today, feel free to comment away and everything. I really, really do appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for the support. And let's get over to the Q&A. Make sure you guys smash up that like button if I did bring you the news, entertainment, whatever the case may be. Hit the like button, hit the share button. Let me know how your week is going. Oh, there was one thing. There was one other thing I forgot. My bad. Hold up. Just a second. I forgot something. Let's throw this in the mix too as well. This has to do with PlayStation Plus. I knew I forgot something. So let's throw this into the mix here before we get into the Q&A portion of the show today. Hopefully you guys are doing wonderful. Me, hey, I'm just hanging in there for you guys. So we had one more thing. I messed up my tabs. So PlayStation Plus Extra Premium users can no longer see when games leave the service. So there you go. So you're going to just see games that pops up in PlayStation Plus Extra and PlayStation Plus Premium, and they're just going to disappear. Like, you're not going to know when they're going to leave and stuff. And so, yeah, Sony literally just made a stealth change to remove the ability to see PlayStation Plus Premium and Extra games when it comes to the expiration date for those games. Now, the issue was highlighted by a Twitter user, PS5 Play _ and Push Square, who noted that while the last chance to play tab is still in its place to warn users which games are about to leave the service, we can no longer see the exact dates when games will be removed. It's unclear if this is deliberate change or yet another PlayStation Store glitch that Sony quietly fixed with enough hue and cry. So if people are crying about this, then Sony might just leave it the way it is. So really want to sort of highlight this for you guys as well. And so, yeah, there it is. Because I know with Game Pass and stuff like that, I know, Microsoft, they always do that. Well, this game's leaving XYZ time, whatever. But yeah, maybe Sony is just trying to do something completely different. So, but yeah, we are in the Q&A portion right now. Yeah, hopefully it's just a glitch. And, we could be good to go from there, because I really want to see when games are leaving so that I can prepare myself, like, oh man, this game is about to leave, October 29th. Let me hurry up and play it and finish it before time runs out. So I think that's a very, very good thing. But hey, it is what it is. All right, so Q&A, come on in with your super chats. Hit the subscribe button if you're brand new to the channel. Let's get on with it, man. It says, did you hear the rumor that Sony will announce an acquisition next week? Listen, they can't really announce anything right now until that deal is done. Once the deal is done and, everything is good to go, because any acquisitions right now is going to put like strain on what's going on with Microsoft and Sony battling for Call of Duty type thing going on, whatever the case may be, even though we already got reports saying that, Sony is in the clear. You know what I'm saying? Sony is in the clear with Call of Duty because they had an agreement with Activision, and Microsoft has to honor that by not putting Call of Duty on Game Pass for right now. And so, but the deal still need to go through first before any major acquisitions. That's probably one of the main reasons why we haven't had a PS5 showcase, because they don't want to, splash mud if they don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to be smart and know how how to do things. But hey, I digress. Larry K, thank you so much for the 12 months. I appreciate you. Says, great show, Marlon. Fire, and keep up the good work. My man, thank you so much. I appreciate the blessing. Thank you. Let's see here. It says, not going to lie, some leaks are good because it exposes companies that lie to us. Gotham Knights as an example, price increase, barely seeing the games is not a good look. Man, that's why you got to be more aggressive. Aizen, with your state of plays, like I said before, be more aggressive with your state of plays and show more footage, show more gameplay so that people don't have to sit there and worry as much. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, it's just common sense. You know what I mean? It's just common sense. Dragon King says, bro, wow. So thanks to this idiot says I can watch the, I just said it, man. The whole game is out there for everybody to see. The whole game is out there. So, hey, man. Hey, you know, I mean, oh, wait. What cute? Oh, I'm done. I can't with people with these random accounts. The whole game is out there. So, like I said before, and I'll say it again, please be careful. Please be careful. Okay? You want to be careful. My goodness gracious. People spoiling the game for everybody else. That's just not cool, man. It's not cool considering that we've been waiting for so long on this game, especially games that is going to deliver, like Santa Monica is going to deliver. Come on, man. Like, it's just... Oh, I saw it, Pluto. I saw that stuff they doing. I saw it. Of course. I don't know about mid-December, but yeah, it's definitely coming to PC for sure. It says new COD single player use HDR10. It says we have to blame Sony because only one trailer and that's it after a year. I mean, the thing is, man, I don't know what Sony is doing as far as like managing the state of plays and showing more, like Spider-Man 2, like it's coming out next year. Okay, you're not going to have a showcase, right? You're not going to do a showcase. Okay, fine. Show us gameplay for these upcoming games, right? Like at least Spider-Man 2, have a state of play for Spider-Man 2. Show us some gameplay on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Whatever, I guess. I don't know what else to say. But like I said, if people want to sit there and let these God of War leaks ruin their $60 that they're spending, if it's on PS4, or their $70 that they're spending, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? That is on you. That is on you. You know what I mean? If you want your games to be spoiled, that's on you. There's no way I'm going to sit there. I want to be blown away when I see things happen. That's what the whole point of me buying a video game is, because, or that's the whole point of me watching a movie or anything that I haven't seen before, is because I haven't seen it. And I want to be surprised. I want to be blown away. Same thing with God of War. I've been waiting for so long to play this game. You think I want to sit there and have spoilers? Come on, man. Like, are you crazy? Man, listen, bro. Cute girl. Like, I haven't played Gotham Knights. I haven't played it. So, of course they're mad, bro. Of course they're upset. I told you Corey is upset. Corey is upset right now. You know what I mean? Of course. I would be upset too. You spend so much time developing and trying to get it out there for everybody, and this happens, you know? It says, I think Sony is basically telling everyone that that's gonna be a lot of delays for 2023. I believe me, I already know. I already know that's going to happen. See, 2023 sounds too good to be true. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of leaks. Not a lot of leaks, but oh yeah, of course. It's never going to stop until they find a way to just maybe, you know what? Maybe I could see a future of no reviews. You know what I mean? No reviews, no review copies. Maybe Sony might just change the wheel and say, you know what? Now we're sending you the review copy the same day the game comes out. There you go. That's how you stop all them leaks from happening. Give out those review copies the same day the game comes out. There you go. Whenever the consumers and everybody else have access to it. There you go. There you go. It says, bro, I guess that Sony really don't care if we buy a PS5 anymore, bro, because look at Silent Hill 2 Remake. It's coming to PC too, so what's the point? I mean, listen, again, there's a market for consoles, so that is the point. Like, people are always going to want to buy consoles. Not everybody can afford a PC. I've said it so many times over and over again. Not every single consumer wants to buy a PC or can afford to buy a PC. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people are not really into the PC stuff. They just want a console. They want a portable machine that they can take anywhere they want to take it. You know what I'm saying? So there is a market for consoles. There is a market for those type of games. You know, like, even if in the future Sony's saying Spider-Man 2 is on PC and it's on consoles day and date, best believe, like, people are just not gonna abandon the PS5. They're gonna buy the PS5 because they're like, you know what, man, think about it. The 4090 card right now, the RTX 4090 card, right, is $1,600. $1,600. Do you know how many PS5s you can buy with that? Right? You can at least, well, I don't know, the taxes would kind of vary on your state. You can at least buy 2 PS5s with that. At least 2, because you have to count in taxes and stuff. Like, at least 2 PS5s you can buy. You not everybody can afford a PC, my G. You know what I'm saying? Most of the people now, oh, I'm gonna get me a 13 gen Intel processor. I'm getting the latest, AMD processor. That's money. Like, my rig 2 years ago cost me $5,000. This whole entire stream that you're seeing right now is on a rig from 2 years ago that I built on this channel. 5 G's. Y'all remember that. I ain't got to tell y'all that. Not everybody can afford $5,000. 2 years ago when the channel was popping, 2 years ago when we had 13, 14, 1,500 people in the streams and people was donating left and right, right? God bless those people that donated, 2 years ago, right? When the channel was really popping back then. Yeah, I saved all that money. And what did I do? Invest it right back into the channel. But as far as me as a regular consumer like me, just a regular Joe, just working a regular job, I can't afford that. So I'm going to go the console route. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go the console route because, hey, you know what? $500 is a lot more easier to save for than $2,000 or $3,000 or $5,000. We're seeing games like Gotham Knights are bringing PCs that are more than capable of running that game to its knees. We're seeing 3090s, the game is so bad as far as optimization, right? So you could even have a 3090 like myself and the game runs like garbage. So PC is just not the end all be all. I keep telling people that, like, having a PC that's capable of playing the games that you want to play is a luxury, okay? Not everybody can afford a PC, bro. That's just the way it is. So there's always going to be a market for consoles. Consoles is always going to shine. It's just the way it is. Sorry. Just got to keep it a buck. Have to keep it a buck. Let's see here. So listen, Marlon, I don't work for the gaming industry and I am not a person that signs under NDA. The only reason, listen, that is true. But, it's so sad. Zay, thank you so much for the 26 months. Wow, Zay, you've been a member for 26 months. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Says, did you hear about the Bayonetta 3 voice actress drama? Oh, Lord. I covered it a little bit on the channel. I didn't want to get too deep into it, but that's insane, man. That is really insane. I mean, she straight up lied. She made it seem like, oh, well, it was just $4,000 that she was getting paid. But in hindsight, I believe it was $15,000 that they offered her. And I know that she's experienced and stuff like that. $50,000 is a lot of money. Man, if somebody was paying me to do any type of voice work for 15 grand, that's life-changing money. Obviously, taxes, 30%, right, coming out. But still, you know what I mean? You still have a huge chunk left after you take 30% out of that. I mean, come on, man. You made it seem like they were just giving you $4,000. And that's why sometimes you got to look at both sides of the coin before you just jump on stuff. Let's see here. Sergeant says the RTX 4090 doesn't make sense for casual gaming on PC unless you are a video editor, work on gaming development and 3D rendering. Yeah, exactly. Like, you don't need all that. Like that's just an overkill. You don't need a 4090 card. Like, you don't. But people got money. Those big ballers that have $1,600 plus taxes just laying up in their house or maybe in their bank account. Some people got money like that. They can floss and they can buy the latest 13 gen, CPU from Intel, or 14 or 15 gen, the latest and greatest. You got some people that are blessed to be able to upgrade their PCs every single year. And I'm happy for those people. I'm not one of them. Like, the next time I do upgrade my PC is if I get a sponsor, you know what I mean, in the future, God's willing, you know what I mean, I get a sponsor, for the channel or something like that when it comes to PC. And then they can send me the stuff, you know what I mean? And I'll talk about it on the channel, like, the latest, graphics card, processor, RAM, motherboard, you know what I mean? Power supply, SSD, case to put it in, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Then I can do a bill. Like, they send me the parts, I can do the bill on the channel. And, it's not coming out of my pocket. And then I can spread some awareness, to the actual sponsor or to the actual brand. But as far as out of my pockets, the channel don't even make that type of bread for me to be sitting there throwing money at a 4090 card. Are you insane? No, I can't afford that. Man, listen, Zay, I need to go back to the older Bayonetta games. It's been so long. I need to go back to it. First before I even dive into, Bayonetta 3. Let's see here. It says the Ragnarok screenshot markup. Gaming and reactions. What's up, man? I need to know when we're doing the giveaways for God of War. For the people who committed to that, I mean, are we doing it very soon? I need to get with you guys on that so we can start up the giveaway process for God of War, because people that committed to that. It says, is a Ryzen 7 5800X RTX 3070 a good PC? Yeah. Heck yeah. Don't expect to be doing no 4K 120 or no 4K 60 with that. You can get away with certain games on high, but it kind of all depends on the game and stuff. But 3070 is a great card. It's definitely a great card. Especially like 1440p, I would say would be a sweet spot, because you will get some insane FPS with a 3070. I mean, you can get away with some 4K, but don't expect no insane FPS on that. Especially if you're talking about ultra, not happening with no 3070. But the thing I've always loved about AMD, AMD, you get more cores and stuff like that. Intel, has always been a very, very hot, processor to begin with. And even sometimes the older AMDs now, but now with the architecture and with how everything is being presented and all these different RDNA technologies and how things are more streamlined, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It says, bro, I bought my PS5 because of you. Can't play these games anyways else, but now I feel like my PS5, my PS5 has lost that feeling, bro. Oh, man. Yo, Joseph, thank you so much for supporting the show. Shout outs to the homie Nola, man. God bless you, Nola. Thank you so much for holding down the nation, man. Yeah, give a hand clap to all of you guys, man. You guys are awesome. Awesome. Shout outs, man. Shout outs to the roundtable members. You know what I mean? You guys are the real MVP, man. I appreciate you guys. So yeah, my man Joseph with the 5. Thank you for supporting the show. It says, Marlon, your 5K setup is a 10K setup in today's market. Really? Man, listen, bro. I seen people like, oh, Marlon, are you going to upgrade? Bro, I have a 3090. And you know the reason why I got a 3090? Because I had the money at the time to do it. And I'm like, my dad always tell me, buy something good and done. If you have the money to spend on something, get the best of the best. Don't, you know what I mean? So that you don't have to upgrade or you don't have to go back out there and guessing and spelling, you good to go. And so that's one of the main reasons why I went that route, because I'm like, I need this for work. This is my bread and butter. This is how I keep the lights on. Like, I have to invest in my PC. And so this rig, it has a Cooler Master case and stuff, which on the tech channel, by the way, Tech Retina, shout out to Tech Retina. That's the tech channel that we're going to be doing a lot of the PC builds and stuff on there. Yeah, this rig, I built it myself. And the reason why I went with a 3090 is because I know 5 years down the line, 7 years down the line, I don't even have to upgrade because I have max RAM in here. I believe I have 64 gigs of RAM, but it can go up to 128. But I have 64 gigs of RAM. You know, I have my 3090 on here, and I have an i9 8700K. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, bro, like, I ain't got to upgrade right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to upgrade. I don't have to sit here, but it's a great investment because I know initially, like with my line of work, I don't have to upgrade right away. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's different if I have a sponsor, like if say Cooler Master or like MSI or Asus sponsored the channel. I'm just speaking things into existence happen. They email me and be like, yo, we want to work with you. We want to, boy. Yo, Movie Rants, thank you for the blessing, man. God bless you with the big body 50. You know, if any one of them want to reach out to me and say, hey, you know what? We want to work with you. We want to, you know, whatever the case may be, that will be good because then I can make these bills and for you guys. And, you know, hey, we take it from there. So, shout outs to the homie Movie and Rants. I actually messaged you out on PlayStation when you hit me up. Shout outs to Movie and Rants, man. New roundtable member Kova in the house says, yo, Marlon. He said, yo, what's up, bro? Just got done playing a few hours of MW2 campaign, and I was thinking how smart it was to release the campaign early because who in the heck plays COD campaigns anymore? I sure don't. Yeah, that is true. That is true from a competitive standpoint. I would say for me, though, I've always loved Black Ops campaigns and MW2 campaigns. Like all the other Call of Duty, don't really care for it. But especially when it comes to Modern Warfare, like, yeah, I have to play the campaigns. Vanguard campaign was just not that good to me at all. Like it was all over the place. I was having all type of issues and everything because Activision sent me the game. They sent me Vanguard. We played it on the channel and stuff, but I was having all type of performance issues. So I couldn't really play the game like I really wanted to. It just kept freezing and crashing. And so, you know, fast forward into this particular game and such like that, like I was able to play it majority of the time on stream, and I really enjoyed myself playing it. Like it was just top notch as far as the gameplay, the voice acting, seeing Ghost, Soap, guys, you know, and Captain Price back, you know what I mean? It was incredible. You know, just brought back everything from Modern Warfare, the original Modern Warfare 2, and also 2019, which was the reboot. Like, it was just amazing how they really kind of did some of the missions and stuff. Like, it was very top notch, 10 out of 10. A lot of you guys said that y'all was gonna pre-ordered the game because of the live review that I did, which was incredible because I saw nothing but positive reception in the stream. And that's one of the main reasons why I want to continue to do day one stream. But thank you so much, Joe, for the $50, man. It helps out the stream and helps us to keep the lights on. Thank you. But yeah, like I was saying, guys, like when you're a content creator like myself, that's well seasoned, like I've been doing this, the channel is 8 years old. So you want to invest. If you have the money, like I said, the golden age of this channel was in 2020. That's when we had the most viewers, most subscribers, and everything was in 2020. I'm not keeping anything from you guys. I'm letting y'all know straight up. You guys know I don't sugarcoat anything. That was a time when the channel was popping. What did I do? I said, man, because I was still rocking a 1070. 2 years ago, I was still rocking a 1070. 1070 is still a great card. It's great for 1080p gaming. You know what I'm saying? It's a great card. It's a great card. You can get higher FPS with 1080p gaming. To me, it's a 1080p card. It's a great 1080p card. And so I said, man, it's time to upgrade. It's time to upgrade from a 1070 to a 3090. That's a mountain of an upgrade. So I'm like, man, you know what? It's time to upgrade, man. I stream for a living. This is what I do for a living. So let me invest into the channel. And so that I don't have to, and the $5,000 that I'm investing up front will take care of me for the next 5 to 10 years. I don't have to upgrade. Like, this machine can do everything I'm asking it to do. If I'm streaming, I can stream at 4K if I want to. I can stream at 1440p. That's why my streams are buttery smooth. I'll always tell people, invest when you have the money in yourself or in your business, because if you don't, and you keep putting out mediocre content, like people are like, one of the biggest things on YouTube, and I tell people all the time, is sound. If people can't hear you, then they're going to click off the video. But the biggest thing is, one of the biggest thing is how the video looks. If the video looks like garbage, they might stay. But if they can't hear you, they gone. They might hang around for the video quality, but they might gone. But you guys remember when I was in Virginia, I was streaming at 720p. I didn't have any choice because I didn't have solid internet when I was over there. And I did the best that I could. And I graduated from 720p when I came back to Texas to 1080p. And then now where I'm at now, 1440p. So I've leveled myself up. That's why I said you can't just, rush to get to the top. You have to crawl to get there. You have to crawl to get there. And a lot of you guys that have been so generous, you guys donated and stuff. I was like, you know what, man? I'm going to put this money to good use, invest it into stuff that I need for the channel, stuff that is going to help us continue to grow. See, I have a video that I'm going to be uploading probably sometime this week on the tech channel. That's another purchase as well, all because of you guys donating. Like I said, all the value goes right back into the channel like it's supposed to be. And it's adding value for you guys, because if the stream didn't look as clear and clean, or this microphone, you guys wouldn't be here. Let's be honest. So just got to keep it real with you guys, man. I have to keep it real. All right. Please avoid the spoilers. Please avoid the spoilers as much as you can. Please avoid the spoilers. Please do. You know what I mean? Please don't get yourself involved into that. Please don't get yourself involved in that, because you're just going to ruin the experience for yourself. But I love you guys, man. Thank y'all so much for the support, man. Black Magic, shout outs to you, bro. Nola, God bless you. TJ Robinson, I haven't seen him. Triz, shout outs to all the roundtable members. Gaskin, all of you guys. Movie Rants, Joe Kova, God bless you, man, with the big body 50. Joseph, shout outs, man. Thank you so much for the dono. Zay, my man, thank you for the 26 months. Larry K, shout outs. Jay Mattis, shout outs for the subscription. Make sure you guys smash up that like button on the way out and everything like that. We at 197, so I appreciate you guys, man. This community is literally the best. If it wasn't for you guys and God blessing me and touching you guys' heart to share blessings, like whether it's donation or becoming a member, all of that helps me out, guys, for me to continue to do what I do here. And I don't take anything for granted. So I love y'all. Be blessed. Be easy. Dragon King says, bro, a 3080 good to upgrade. Heck yeah. Yes. 3080 is amazing. You could get away with some 4K gaming on a 3080. Just don't expect that everything is going to be on ultra. Now, you know what I'm saying? Just know that. But yeah, you could. That's a great 4K card too. 3080s are very good. If you really want higher FPS, then lower it down to like say 1440p. Crazy numbers, crazy performance on that 3080. I think that's a card right there. 3090 is a bit too much of an overkill, but a 3080 machine, perfect. You won't have any issue. As a matter of fact, you will be future-proofing yourself at that point in time. And I tell people all the time, like, you just got to be smart when you're buying computers and stuff. Do a 3080 Ti though, so you can get a little bit much more value for your money. Do the Ti, do the 3080 Ti, so that you'll be good to go. You know what I mean? If you're going to 3080 build, or if whatever you're doing, or you're jumping to the 13th generation Intel processor or whatever, if you're going that route, or if you're going with a 10th generation or 11th generation processor, whatever the case may be, just don't go too far down in the generation, right? Try to, if you can afford it, go 12. If you can't afford the 13, you could do the 12, because the 12 is probably on sale right now. The i9 or something, you're good to go. Even the i7 is still great. You know what I mean? Great for editing and stuff like that, and also for gaming as well. So do a 3080 Ti. You'll be good to go. All right. Let's see here. McShawn says, let's see here. He says, where can I find your email so I can hit you up about the giveaway? Go to the about section on my channel, and then you'll see where it says view email, and you just hit me up from there. Or go to Twitter, Black Magic. Go on Twitter. It's right there at the top of my Twitter. You know what I'm saying? And you just email me, and then we'll take it from there. And once you email me, the people who really want to handle the giveaway, just email me so I can put out a tweet so I can get the ball rolling as far as the giveaway for God of War. So hit me up via email. My email is out there on Twitter. If you really volunteering to give away a copy of God of War Ragnarok, let me know so I can get things in motion, so I can let people know, so we could get the train going. It says, everyone's saying that there ain't a reason to own a PS5 because of a PC. Listen, bro, it's preference. It's personal preference. Like I said, some people got bread. Hey, Jog, what up? Some people got bread. You know what I'm saying? So some people got bread to go around or whatever, so they can buy a PC that's powerful enough to handle whatever, gaming, editing, whatever, Photoshop, whatever they want to do. And not everybody can afford it, like I said. You know what I mean? Some people can, some people, it is what it is. Let's see here. Oh, First Lady, here you go. It says, Alan Wake 2 is next year, ain't it? Yeah, I believe so. Oh, you're watching from Brazil. Shout out. Hey, radio. Shout out. It says, I'm buying a 4090 for Gotham Knights for 60 FPS. Woo, you got that type of bread? God bless you. God bless you, bro. God bless you. You got money like that? Woo. That's why I said some of y'all in the nation got that. Y'all balling. This man said he's going to buy, you're going to spend $1,600. Bruh. You can get a way less expensive card and still get 60 FPS on Gotham Knights. This man said he's going to spend $1,600 plus taxes to play Gotham Knights at 60 FPS. You better than me? You're better than me. You're better than me. You're better than me. That's all you're better than me. Man, you could get a 3070 or even a 3080 Ti and still be good. Like, what? I'm going to spend $1,600 to play one game at 60 FPS. God bless you, bruh. God bless you. Because I don't have that type of bread right now to spend on no 4090 card. Yeah, okay. It says, bro, I have a 1660 Super. Can I upgrade to a 3080 or will I need to upgrade? Well, here's the thing. You can always upgrade your graphics card, right? But if you want unlimited, if you want amazing performance, because I guarantee you might, if you have a 16, you might have maybe a 8th gen processor or something like that. So I mean, you could possibly get away with you know, with a 3080 and you'll be fine. Just make sure that you are make sure you're upgrading your your power supply. Make sure you upgrade your power supply, because each graphics card have a power supply requirement. And so for 1660 to power 3080, yeah, you're going to have to go up. So you might have to just upgrade the whole thing. You know what I mean? Just upgrade the whole thing and done. Get a newer processor, get some RAM, get a motherboard, and just upgrade the whole rig. That's what I would do. Because sometimes when you're upgrading your graphics card, you got to upgrade the power supply too, because hey, it takes more juice to run all that. So you just got to bear that in mind as well, you know. But yeah, you could just try that out and see what's up. But yo, so Alex S, you got money, bruh. You got money. This man said he gonna spend $1,600 on Gotham Knights, basically, because you're buying that card for Gotham Knights. But anyway, guys, I love y'all. Be blessed, be easy. Thank y'all so much for the love, for the support. Today was a great work day for me, and coming on here and delivering the news for you guys. Shout outs. God bless you guys. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. It says, how can we play MW2 multiplayer with you? Well, you're a member. So once it comes out, what? It comes out what? On the 28th. So 4 more days. Once it comes out, 4 more days from now, well, I you know, I'm always, as soon as the game comes out, I'm going to be live on the channel. And then the members that are already, you know, on my friends list, Alex S, I'm pretty sure you're on my friends list already. You'll be able to play with me. You know what I'm saying? Run with me and stuff like that. So there you go. But I have it on Series X. But I know, you know, they said it's cross play, so we'll be fine. All right. It says, Marlon, when does the Resident Evil Village DLC drop? On the 28th. On the 28th. All right. So, love you guys. Hit the like button on the way out. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I appreciate you guys. Thank y'all so much for allowing me to do this full time for you guys. Have a great day. We out.